Well, I tell you what, it's another beautiful day here in Southwest Florida. Welcome to our backyard. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of BARLOW BBQ. Today, we've got some spare ribs that we're gonna smoke on our pit barrel cooker. And Martha has a fantastic recipe for a maple syrup based glaze. You're not gonna wanna miss this one, folks. So stay tuned and let's get started. All right, y'all, here are the spare ribs that we're working with today. These actually look really nice. We picked these up from Sam's Club yesterday. Came in a 2-pack, and these are actually pretty thick spare ribs. So I'm thinking today's cook could be about 4 hours. Anyways, these are looking really good. I've already trimmed them up a little bit, removed the membrane on the other side there. Now, since we're using a really sweet glaze today, it's a maple syrup glaze, I want my seasoning to add a little backbone to that glaze, give it a little savoriness, and I want to add some spice. But I'm going to keep my seasoning really simple because I don't want that maple syrup to have to combat a lot of other flavors. So what I'm going to use today is simply some salt, pepper, and garlic, and I've already got that all mixed up here. And because I want a little extra heat, I'm going to throw on just a little extra black pepper on these ribs. All right, so let me go ahead and actually flip these over. I'm going to start on the bottom first. And we're just going to go for it. Okay, we don't need a lot on the bottom of these ribs here. So flip these over. I think the garlic is going to add a really nice savory component to that sweetness of the maple syrup. Don't forget about this one. Okay, we've got our base layer of salt, pepper, garlic. Let's go ahead and add a little extra black pepper. Well, I do believe these ribs are looking really good, all seasoned up. They're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the fridge, and I'm going to get the pit barrel fired up here. So in the meantime, cheers, y'all. It's a beautiful day for barbecue. Glad you're with me today. I'll see you all real soon. Well, all right, we got the pit barrel all fired up. She's smoking away. Got a nice big chunk of some pecan wood in there. That's going to be perfect for these ribs. And these ribs are right here. They've been in the fridge for the last half hour or so. So let's go ahead and get these on. Oh yeah. There's one. And two. That's a beautiful thing, y'all. Let's close this up. And like I said earlier, these are some pretty big racks of ribs, so I'm thinking it's going to be a 4-hour cook today. So I'll tell you what, let's come back here in a couple hours. We'll check them out and see how they're coming along. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a little while.
All right, here we are. We're about ready to make our maple Canadian whiskey boozy glaze today. For our maple whiskey, we're going to use this something in French that I cannot pronounce. Now, I bet you didn't know, or you probably did know, that I have family from Canada, and they brought this as a gift. And I tell you what, this stuff is life-changing. It's delicious. So we're going to use a lot of this. And you know what? Right now, just going to pour myself a little bit of this to Canada. Delicious. Okay, so we're going to use a whole lot of maple syrup in this. It's not Canadian. If I was a better woman, it would be Canadian. Some brown sugar, apple cider vinegar, got some smoked sea salt, but you can just use kosher salt if you don't have that, some mustard, black pepper, and some ground ginger. And last but not least, put a big old shot of this maple whiskey. Now we're going to bring this inside, mix it up, and cook it over the stove about medium heat until it becomes all bubbly and a little thick, and then we'll finish it off with more whiskey. Then we'll slather that all over our ribs. This is going to be great. Oh, Canada.
Ooh-wee. Look at this pit barrel just smoking away. It has been 2 hours now, so it's time to check on these ribs and see how they're doing. And I tell you what, it is starting to smell really good out here. Woo! Oh yeah. All right, let's take a look here. Ooh, look at that. That is looking real nice. Beautiful. Like, get that in the sunlight there. What a sight to behold, y'all. Let's check this other rack out. Ooh, look at that. These are looking great. Definitely need some more time. It's been 2 hours. I'm thinking they're going to go for another 2 hours. So let's cover this back up. There we go. And yeah, I'll see you again. Let's check on these in another hour. Maybe we'll check temp and see how they're coming along. This pit barrel has been smoking for about 3.5 hours now. It's time to check on these ribs. Oh yeah, get all that smoke. All right, let's see how they're looking. I mean, oh, look at this. Look at this, y'all. Oh, isn't that beautiful right there? Got my handy dandy probe thermometer here, but I'm not too concerned about the temperature. I'm just checking for tenderness right now. And that is feeling really good. I'm not getting much resistance going in. Now, if you are curious, let's take a look and get a temperature check. That is reading 204. All right, so this one is good to go, and I'm going to assume that this other one is as well.
Okay, these ribs are done. We just pulled them off the pit barrel, and now we're gonna glaze them up. We've got our glaze here that I cooked on the stove. See, it's still a little liquidy, but I cooked it for about 5-7 minutes. I'm gonna add a little extra of this Canadian whiskey. We're just gonna put another shot in there, but we're gonna put a shot of me first. Oh, good gracious, delicious. Okay, so we're gonna finish our sauce with this. Whoop! And it goes. So we're just gonna slather this on here. Don't be shy.
Ooh, those ribs are looking pretty good, sweetie.
I tell you what, these are going to be fantastic.
Better. Oh yeah.
All right, I'm just going to slather the other side of this with this glaze, and then we'll meet you back at the tasting table.
Well, all right, y'all. These ribs are looking really good. But before we get started, we'd like to do a little cheers here.
Merry Christmas to you, especially if you're watching on Christmas Day, and if you're not, Merry Day.
Even if you're not watching on Christmas, we still wish you a dang Merry Christmas.
Yeah, what the heck?
Whatever day it is.
Yeah, cheers to you guys. May it be merry.
Well, I'm feeling very merry about these ribs right here, so I'm
feeling extra merry.
Grab a rib and look at these, looking gorgeous, looking really good.
This little guy's been winking at me the whole time.
Let's try this out. Let's see how this maple syrup, maple whiskey glaze turned out, y'all.
Well, Merry Christmas to us too, because these are amazing.
I'll say. Dang, y'all. Well, what I like about this glaze, the maple syrup flavor is there, but it's not too sweet.
I can definitely taste the smoke in there. That is that pecan. It's delicious.
I used some pecan wood today. It was really good. A little extra black pepper is nice. You know, adds a little bit of a backbone to it. This is really good.
Yep, these are delicious. Well then.
Well, all right then. That's really good. We will have a recipe if you'd like to try this glaze out for yourself at home. We'll have the recipe right down below in the description box below this video. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We love you. And until next time, smoke them if you got them.
That's right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. 2:01 on that one. So, oh no.